Things are starting to heat up in the Premier League, and today we'll be continuing with another game. Yes, boys, welcome back to the FM24 Brentford save on the beta. And today we'll be doing a live commentary when we play 18th placed Luton Town. I know it's not the most interesting of games, but I wanted to kind of hammer through some games, so that's exactly what we've done. So we played Fulham and beat them, lost Liverpool 1-0, but actually played quite well. Longstaff getting injured again, so, you know. Play West Ham, got beat 2-0, wasn't really reflected in terms of like the stats and shit and how we played. And then Newcastle, we went on to win 1-0 with an Mbeumo goal. Right. So we are currently sat 9th. Only City have played a game less than us, and we're not gonna catch them. And important to note is West Ham are a point behind us with a game in hand. So realistically, the loss to them wasn't ideal. But a win today would be great and would make sure we can start to build and maybe look to get Europe at the end of the season. Something surprising is Fulham and Brighton are down there. And if you look at Brighton's squad, I mean, well, okay, when you see that, you realise, yeah, okay, it's a bit shit. But then when you look at, you know, you've got Evan Ferguson on the bench, you've got Estepinian and Ciso, Van Heck. I don't know if he was signed in the summer. I feel like he would have been. Yeah. João Pedro, Ansu Fati is clearly injured. So, yeah, so we'll go straight into the team now. So this is the team we're going to go for today. We are in a new tiki-taka formation which we played against Liverpool and did quite well. So we are going to carry on with this today because I think it makes the most sense. So we will be going with Flecken in goal, a back four of Henry, Pinnock, Nathan Collins and Reslev. In our register role, I don't know why it says register because he is a deep line playmaker on defend. We do have Norgard, and then we have Jensen as our box-to-box midfielder and Vitaly Janel as our Mazzala. That may change to Van der Beek just before the game. And then we do have Damsgaard on an inside forward on attack, and then we do on support, sorry. And then we have Lewis Potter on the right hand side on that wing, and then we have Mbeumo as our pressing forward, and that is how the bench looks. And I am gonna quickly just do that because Van der Beek is a bit more suited to being a Mazzala. And it is one of his better things, and I think Jensen is a box-to-box. He's an advanced playmaker. So maybe something like that. Anyway, we're going to go out today. Hopefully twat Luton, because we need to in terms of points, and this is one of those games where we should be winning. And if we don't win this, and there's a lot of games like this where we lose and stuff, and it can spiral into something bad, and we can get nowhere near where we need to be. So, very defensive, very, very defensive from Luton, as you probably expect. So we're going to kick off the game here in our away kit. We are at the shed that is Kenilworth Road. I do wish on FM they would sort the saves out, so they are just bigger and smaller depending on what team you have. Because Luton would never fill out this size of a stadium. Right, here's Van der Beek. Has to go back, and that's the end of that highlight. Ideally, it would be good to just stick like 6 past them and get a lot of confidence into the team, but I'm not sure how easy that would be. Because I know they're 18th, but I mean we are only 14 games in, so I don't actually know how decent this Luton side will be. But I mean, you look at it on paper and it is just a bit shit. Danny Van der Beek with the ball on the edge of the box goes to Christian Norgard. Damsgaard, his shot is blocked, and Norgard wins that back. And we do register our first shot, and we do have 70% possession. This is why I am going for the tiki-taka, because we are starting to get more possession. Because we did dominate Newcastle on possession. Come out of the Townsend, I think that is Andros, and it's saved and held by Flecken. And the highlight carries on, so maybe we might be able to launch some sort of attack here ourselves. And it is worth to mention that we have got just over a month until Ivan Toney's back. So I thought that's where we can kick on. Yeah, I don't expect them to be great this season, and we are 1-0 down to Luton. It is going to VAR, and it's been awarded. Yeah, so I don't expect Ivan Toney to be amazing this season because obviously I don't think he's trained that much anyway. With the team, and he hasn't really played any football. And there is another mistake from one of our players. Yeah, so I don't expect him to be great this season. I mean, it will still be good to have him in the team. Because it's Ivan Toney. What we'll do is Damsgaard can play with both feet, really. I mean, it's strong, so yeah. So we'll put him on the inside forward on the opposite side. And then we'll have Lewis Potter on a winger on attack. And then what we'll do with Lewis Potter is get him to go wide and cut inside because he is right footed, I think. So we'll do that. And just give it a little bit of a shake up. As Andros Townsend is in, if we do concede again, I might change tactic and just go back to one that we know works. I mean, it's all about fiddling with the tactics at the moment because again we're fairly early into the season, and I want to get my way of playing in rather than playing how the coaching staff think we should play. Because I want my style of football on this team rather than just playing a way that suits them. I want to train them into a different style. Luton are doing really well here, which I'm not particularly happy with. Especially because Luton are shit. So if we change him back to a Mazzala on support, and just have a fiddle with the tactics. And that is going to be half time. Well, we are unfortunately not doing very well. So we have a chance to change tactics. That's what we're going to do. And we will switch those because Van der Beek is definitely the better player compared to Jensen. And we'll take Jensen off for Hoffler. And we'll have a decent midfield there. Right. The second half started. Let's see what we can do. Ideally not to lose to Luton. That would be brilliant. Rico Henry steps in well and gets the ball back, and that's into the highlight, which is a little bit depressing, but give them a shout of encouragement to spur these on to try and do something good for once. Damsgaard's better on that wing anyway, so I'll just put him. This is the thing with Lewis Potter. I like him, but I don't feel like he's good enough, especially for this team. We do have a corner which is going to be taken by Damsgaard. Sent into the box, headed out by Luton, and they get it away. So you're starting to rack up more shots, but not many on target, or not any on target, since the second half, which is a little bit worrying. Cross comes in from Burmo, headed out. Hoffler can't get there. Damsgaard will try and recycle the possession for us. Damsgaard into the box for Van der Beek, and it's held by Kaminsky. Right, what we'll do is we will take you off and we will bring on Kevin Schade because he has been quite good when he's played. And we'll also take off Van der Beek and bring on Josh Da Silva because he is also a good player. I mean, so is Van der Beek as well, but it's Damsgaard, and that is a goal that we needed. Assist from Hoffler. So Hoffler, one of the substitutes, spurring us onto a comeback there. It's quite a good ball. That. Yeah, it's actually a very good ball. Into Damsgaard, just runs down the left hand side and just maybe keeper. Maybe you look at the keeper a little bit there, but I'm quite happy. Here's Ortia through for Luton. He gets in the way of his teammate, and Damsgaard launches a counter attack. It's Norgard. Many options ahead of him. Damsgaard is there. He shoots, and it's deflected and held by Kaminsky. But we are knocking on the door now. We are very much knocking on the door. Is in Burma, who I definitely think is more suited to be on the wing. It's just we need somebody to kind of go up front for us. So at the moment he is drawing the short straw. De Silva with a pot shot for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. We'll go a little bit more attacking because I genuinely think we can beat this team. Trying to bring on. Not really. No. We do have a throw in now with Verslev. Norgard. It's Hoffler wins it back for us, and here's Collins. To Rico Henry. Chelsea take the lead against Forest 3-2. Rico Henry into the box and Potts is there and gets it clear. That was a brilliant chance for us to go ahead there. We have still got 5 minutes to go though. Here's Norgard. Over to Roslev. Roslev in the box for Sharda. He's not there. Rico Henry as though it shoots and it's saved by Kaminsky. And we'll have a corner here. I don't really think we make the most of corners, and we don't again. Here's Collins though. Here's Damsgaard into the box and sent out by Sambi Lakonga. We are like banging on this door now, and we need to break through and get the goal. Because it could be 2 points. We look at the end of the season and think, wow, 2 more points we would have been in Europe. Here's Verslev. Now to Norgard. De Silva. Saved by Kaminsky. Really good from De Silva that. And Burmo is very tired, so we'll bring on Wisser and swap him with Damsgaard. A bit of pace from Wisser towards the end of the game. However, I think that is going to be it. Definitely going to be it. Here's Pinnock. Goes back to his keeper, stupidly. Here's Rico Henry. Pushing up the pitch. And I don't really know how you can blow for full time there, but he has done. And that is full time, 1-1. At the Shed. Which I'm not too happy about. And again, definitely think come the end of the season it'll be something we regret. So, I mean, it swings in roundabouts. Maybe we'll get a bullshit win against one of the big 6. Who knows? But that has been this episode today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll go and play some games off camera now and just try and get through a lot. And I'll be back soon. See you in a bit, guys.